Hello and welcome to this video. Now I know there are tons of other and probably better videos available on how to use Notion, but I wanted to show how I use Notion for my UPSC preparation. This video revolves mostly around how I use Notion to link my current affairs notes with the UPSC syllabus. I use Notion for several other purposes too, like tracking my preparation and stuff, which I'll show some other time. Now, when you first open the desktop app of Notion, this is the screen that will greet you. Clicking on this will open a new page. Do not be overwhelmed by all these options staring at you. Let's start by creating a home page that will serve as a base from where you can quickly access all the important aspects of your life. These are some of the layouts that you can choose for your page. Let's just go for an empty page with an icon. Now let us create a page dedicated to UPSC within this home page. To do so, enter a / and you can find all the blocks that you can use here. The various elements of a Word file that you're familiar with, like text, images, tables, or headings, Notion refers to all of these as blocks. Now our goal is to create two separate databases for current affairs and syllabus and interlink them. Databases are nothing but simple tables with some cool features. Since I like to keep things tidy, except for my room. Anyway, to keep things tidy, I'll create two pages and insert the tables in them. So I inserted an inline table, inline in the sense that the table will be embedded inside this page. The first column, name, will contain the title of the CA articles. The second column will be used to tag each CA article as belonging to GS paper 1, 2, 3 or 4. To add tags to your table, make sure that the property of the column is either select or multi-select. Select will let you add a single tag and multi-select will let you add multiple tags. I'll use the third column to further categorize the CA articles on the basis of subjects like economy, polity, history, geography, etc. The fourth column will help determine whether the article is relevant for prelims, mains, or both. The date column is imperative if you wish to have a calendar view, which is super useful. I'll show you in a while. Now let's go back to the UPSC page and create another page for the syllabus. Named it main syllabus since the prelims is more or less a subset of the mains topics. Now it's time to link this table with the CA database table. To do so, select your column and change the property type to relation. Choose the database that you want to relate this with from the list of databases you have in your workspace and create a relation. Next, we'll add two more columns to this table, one for subject like history, geography, etc., and the other for GS paper. To add the tag, simply enter each word and hit enter. I started by typing in the topics for society. Whenever we add an article in the CA database, we'll be able to now link them with the topics that I'm entering right now. How that happens, we'll see in a while. Typing in these topics is quite a tedious process, so if you're not interested in typing them yourself, I'll leave a link to download this template in the description box. Right now, enjoy or tolerate a time lapse of me entering around 70 topics.
The sun is coming up again, looking like it's gonna be a problem. Cause I'd be lying to you if I said this ain't a thing and I've been looking for a new one. I keep on waiting for the weekend, gonna hit you up and tell you that I want you. Cause I just wanna feel like this again. Oh, oh, oh.
So this database is complete. Now when you head over to the CA database, you'll find that a relation column to the main syllabus has been automatically added. I had forgotten to add the subjects in this database, so I'll do that now. Now there's just one more step involved before we start using this, and that is to add a template. Since most of the current affairs articles have a common layout like what is the context, what are the issues, and what is the way forward, so it would really save a lot of our time if we could somehow incorporate this common structure in all of these entries. So that is what a template does.
Like this again. Oh, oh, oh. All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you, left and right. make me feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah, you make me feel awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah, you make me feel awesome. Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth. Up all night again, me and you. Left and right, and then whoa. All I wanna do is feel awesome.
Done. Now let's enter a random entry and see if this interlinking works. Since this is a scheme launched by the Telangana government, let's look for schemes in the main syllabus. And we found state government schemes. So let's link it with that. Now let's fill in the other properties and assign a date. Now let's head over to the main syllabus and check if the entry we just made has been linked to state government schemes. And yes, it's there. Now let's look into filters. Filters let you display all the data that have a common property. Here I'm filtering out all the data that belongs to GS paper 3. Filters in Notion have a tiny resemblance to coding if you're familiar with it. Once you've added a filter, you can click this filter icon and change the argument to view other GS papers. You can also change the column and filter the data according to subjects. You can also filter the topics according to CA articles. This particular filtering will prove more useful if you do it in the CA database. That is, you can filter out those CA articles which are related to a certain topic, say poverty. Now let's explore some views. By default, you see the table view. This is called the board view. I believe it's called the Kanban board. I'm not sure. Anyway, in this case, it's better to group this according to GS papers. It's fun when you need to frequently drag things around. Next up is the list view. It's basically a compact view of the data and their properties. In every view, you can choose to show or hide certain properties. This is the gallery view. This view works the best when you have lesser data. A very cool feature is that each of this topic can be opened as a page wherein you can add further notes. I believe in the personal plan, there is no limit to how many pages you can add within the pages. Now let us play around with filters in the CA database. Notion allows nesting of filters, that is, you can club multiple filters together. Here I am trying to show the current affairs articles which are relevant for mains and which are related to a certain topic in the syllabus. Now let's try the calendar view. I don't know about you, but I find this very aesthetically pleasing. With that, I believe we've covered most of the important features. If there's something else that you would like to know, let me know in the comments. I hope this video was not a complete waste of your time and it helped you in some way. See you next time.
The sun is coming up again, looking like it's gonna be a problem, 'cause I'd be lying to you if I said